Hello everyone! I am so glad for you guys to join me tonight. I'm Kimberly from San Diego, California, and I am making some low-carb pumpkin spice breakfast bars this morning.
Is gonna be used?
Yes, it's going to be used, honey. Sorry, y'all, that was my husband. If you've never joined me before, hello, welcome. I'm so glad to have you join me. If you're catching this live and you see the little red live box up top, if you would drop a 1 for me or say hi and hello. I love talking to all of you. I am just getting my computer set up. That way I can see all of your wonderful comments. If you are catching this in the future and you don't see the little live red box up at the top of the screen, if you would drop hashtag replay down in the comments with where you're coming from or the number 2, I always love to know where you guys are at. And you know what? I can't get my computer to like blow up the screen. So, and I'm sorry I missed you. If you're catching the replay, you can tap my face, the 3 dots in the right hand corner. Halfway down is follow, see first, or turn on live notifications. And then you'll be notified each and every time I go live. And I come live every single night with a new recipe. So tonight is going to be pumpkin spice breakfast bars. Hi, Candy. I am great. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today? Today has been a fun and interesting day. I went and I got my smog check. Thankfully, everything went well. You know what? I can already see this is going to be a problem. So I am putting 1 cup of flaked coconut into this bowl. It's going to go into my blender, y'all, because I don't have a food processor. If you have a food processor, use your food processor. It makes it much easier. It is on my list of things to buy. So I am using this organic shredded coconut that I got from Thrive Market because it doesn't have any added sugar in it as well. So, and I'm just going to add everything into this mixing bowl and then pour it into my blender bottle to kind of give it a rough oat feeling. So that was 1 cup of flaked coconut, and we're going to do a 1/2 cup of almonds. Hi, Hazel. This is not for you. So a 1/2 cup of sliced almonds is going to go in this. It's very much like a granola type thing feel to it. And then we are going to add pumpkin seeds because what is pumpkin spice anything without pumpkin seeds? Y'all, whenever I get these bags that are like this, I will put them in Tupperware containers or Combro containers just so I know that everything is safe and well sealed. If I use Ziploc bags, we'd go through a lot. Okay, so 1 cup of shelled pumpkin seeds. I got these ones from Thrive. But you can use whatever pumpkin seeds you have, just make sure they're shelled. Because you don't want to spend time taking off the shell of pumpkin seeds. Well, okay, I take that back. Whenever I roast a pumpkin live for you guys, you're going to see me take all the seeds out, and I will actually rinse all those seeds, dry them, and like, I think it's the next day I roast them. So, this is everything. It's a cup of flaked coconut, a 1/2 cup of almonds, and a cup of pumpkin seeds. And y'all, if you just heard my oven go off, I preheated my oven to 325. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this in 2 batches. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing tonight? So I just put my stuff in here. I'm going to have to do it in 2 batches, y'all. I need to get a food processor. The more I bake, the more I realize that I need to just do it. I think I saw one at Costco the other day. And then I won't have to do this with my blender to shake it to move stuff. So I am just pulsing it to give it that rough oat type feeling like you would get from a granola or oatmeal. Okay, so I'm going to pour some of this out. Ooh. What have you guys done today? Have you guys done anything interesting? The only thing I did, well, I've been cleaning and working on the house and all of those other wonderful things that, you know, adults do. And then I went and I also got my smog check done. The smog check went beautifully. There was nothing wrong with the car. Always love when they come back and say, you don't have to pay for any fixes. It's always a nice feeling. So, and then I still have to go to the hospital and pick up medicine. Okay, so I'm going to give it one last shake and blend. Okay. Kimberly, fun Saturday night. I know cleaning is not necessarily a fun thing, but very needful. Okay. So, let me just... So there are whole pieces in here, and then a lot of it looks like, kind of like an oatmeal. I'll tell you what, it smells really good. Almond, coconut, and pumpkin seeds. Okay. So we are going to add the rest of the ingredients, and the great thing about this is, well, usually, you can do it in one bowl, mix. I am going to place it in my Pampered Chef brownie pan over here that I've already greased. That way it's like preset with how much I need, or pre-portioned. There's the word that I was looking for. But on top of that, I also don't have a 9x9 baking sheet. So there's that too. So I am a full believer in using what you have. You don't necessarily need all of the fancy gadgets. There are things that I want, and I make do with what I have, or I make it to fit what we need. And I believe that cooking should be easy and fun. So I added 1 cup almond flour in here, and then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of monk fruit sweetener. I really like this sweetener. You can use your favorite sugar-free sweetener if you are keto or if you're low carb like me, and my husband's sitting here munching on the almonds. So, sorry Facebook if you can hear him munching over there. So I, in particular, like monk fruit sweetener. If you're not a low carb or keto, you can certainly use regular sugar. And you know what? I am so glad that I went to Costco the other day and bought more, because I have more sweets to make for you guys tomorrow. And I'm almost out of this monk fruit sugar. So. No. The microphone for Facebook is not attached to me. That's going through my phone, right? Oh. And you're like right next to the phone, munching. Y'all, he bought this microphone, and so he has another camera that is working that he uploads to YouTube and some other places. So he forgot about the microphone that's on the phone. Y'all. Okay, where is this? Okay, and then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There's my teaspoon. Y'all, I am planning to try to get as much laundry done tonight as I can, because tomorrow is going to be self-care Sunday. I plan to rest and relax. Okay. That's the last of this baking powder. So 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? So it's a self-care Sunday tomorrow. So I plan on relaxing. I'm putting on my charcoal mask. I'm just going to chillax a little bit. Okay. So I added the almond flour, the monk fruit, and my baking powder. And I'm just going to stir all of this up. And then we're going to add our wet ingredients. Okay. So it would not be pumpkin. Breakfast bars without pumpkin. So this is the pumpkin puree that I opened the other day. And I stored in my Tupperware container and put in the fridge. And y'all, soon I will be, I will be using fresh pumpkin puree because I have 3 pumpkins now. I just need to record roasting them. Okay, so we're adding, what is it? A 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree. And it's like 1.5 of my big teaspoons or tablespoons. Y'all have those spoons that you love that are huge. Now I know that 1.5 of these of pumpkin is a 1/2 cup of pumpkin. So, and then we're also going to add in our 2 eggs. And y'all, these eggs are at room temperature. Y'all, if you are just joining, we are making pumpkin spice breakfast bars today. And if you're catching the live and you see that little red live box up top, if you would drop a 1 or say hi and hello. I love talking and interacting with all of you. And if you're catching the replay, just drop hashtag replay down in the comments for me and let me know where you're coming in from. I love knowing how many people get to see my videos and where you're at. I know that I have some people in France and Canada that watch, and I absolutely love them. I love getting to know each and every one of you. So I'm also going to add a 1/2 cup of melted coconut oil. Y'all, I didn't have to melt it. It's still so hot in San Diego that it's still melted. Okay. So a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. And y'all, my husband does not like pumpkin. And he told me before we hit the live button that if I make these with peanut butter that he will actually eat them. So I'm not.
I said I'll eat 1 to try it.
He's going to eat them because we're going to see if we can up the protein count in some of these. Right now this has 5 grams of protein per bar. So we're going to play around with the recipe a little more. And once we find a good recipe, I will do it live. I definitely want to make sure that all of my videos with you guys are foods that we would eat and that we like and we enjoy. And y'all, I am sorry if you can hear my daughter. She's in the other room. She is running around in a pull-up, so she's not allowed to come out here. So I love her, but we are not all about showing her with just a pull-up on. And she has refused to put on clothes right now. So, and she knows the rules. She's 3. She understands it. I tell her Mama's going to do her shake up in the morning and Mommy's going to put pictures in the stories. And she will go, clothes! And she'll go run for her clothes. It's really super cute. So if you follow me, we're friends, and you see my stories with my daughter on there, she absolutely loves getting dressed because she knows that she's going to be on camera, and she's only allowed on camera if she's got clothing on. So, Linda, thank you. This is an awesome recipe. I love pumpkins. My daughter might actually eat this with me. The boys in my family will not. They are not pumpkin fans. They are very much apple fans. If y'all have followed me for any point in time, you know that all my kids are autistic. My 14-year-old loves apples to an extreme. I bought 45 pounds of apples this week. We are all out of apples. And I told him this morning, I am absolutely refusing to buy any more apples until Monday when I go to the grocery store again. I am not going to the grocery store just for apples. Y'all, I forgot to mix in the vanilla extract. So, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Not a big deal. If you know me, you know I like my vanilla. So, the recipe might call for a half a teaspoon. I'm putting in a teaspoon. Okay. Woo! Okay, maybe I need just the spoon because it is getting wet and clumping. And the next step is to fold in chocolate chips. So how many of you love chocolate chips or love chocolate in general? I know a lot of people either love it or hate it. So in this family, well, Josh likes some chocolate. Elizabeth loves chocolate. My 4-year-old does not eat anything sweet, at least as far as like chocolate or candy goes. My husband will eat chocolate. So y'all, I will have to make this with peanut butter at some point to see how that goes. Okay, and we are going to mix in 1/3 of a cup of chocolate chips. My son just woke up from his nap. It has been a weird day at our house. I was cleaning and my husband was watching the kids. I went upstairs. All of the kids except for my oldest were asleep and napping. So if y'all see me online at 1 or 2 in the morning, there's the reason why. Because it's 7 o'clock at night and he's just waking up from a nap. Linda, yes, I love dark chocolate too. So I always, when I buy my chocolate, it either goes in the freezer or it goes in one of these containers. Just because, you know, I want to put it in a container that's really good and is going to keep everything fresh. And I found that these Combro containers really work well. Hi, baby. My husband just brought my son down the stairs, and I'm gonna get him all set up in the other room with the other kids who are playing and watching TV. They really enjoy when mommy goes live because it means that they get to watch TV. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Okay, y'all. So I've got everything blended in. The chocolate chips are in here. Now this recipe calls for a 9x9 pan. I don't have a 9x9 pan. I have a Pampered Chef pan, brownie pan, and there's 12 in here. So it should be absolutely perfect. I'm actually going to use my cookie scoop. I love my cookie scoops. Do y'all have cookie scoops that you use? If you do, please say yes. I would love to know that I am not the only crazy person that loves to use cookie scoops for like everything. When I make fat bombs, when I make cookies, ice cream, just anything and everything. So I did grease my pan because if you're making stuff gluten-free or keto friendly, It does have a tendency to stick. It'll make it an easier release, and it also makes it easier for it to cool in the pan. So if you've never cooked keto or gluten-free before, you do want to make sure that it cools completely, because if you don't, it'll crumble apart. So I made cookies a week or two ago. I picked them up while they were hot. They fell apart. But once they were cooled, they were very crisp and very good. So just make sure that anytime you are cooking keto or gluten-free, you're not using a regular all-purpose flour, that you do let them cool completely before you move them. But, okay. I think my son is going to need mom time. So we are almost done here, though. Thank you, Lisa. They are absolutely delicious. And my husband has said that if I make them with peanut butter, my husband, who hates pumpkin, that he will eat them. So,
I will try one.
can you tell I'm trying to get him to eat them all and to love them, because he hates pumpkin. My husband is a crazy person sometimes.
I eat pumpkin. I'm just extremely limited in how much pumpkin per year I'm willing to eat. Like one slice of pumpkin pie at family Thanksgiving.
So what did you do that first year that we were dating and I gave you like 3 pumpkin pies and 2 things of pumpkin bread and...
Exactly what you told me to do, dear. I took it to the office. Now, the pumpkin bread I did eat. I will eat pumpkin bread happily.
Okay, so...
The pies, however, I told you, dear, I'm taking these to the office. And I did.
No, that's not entirely true, because our white dog Topaz, who is my husband's dog, went ahead and jumped onto the counter at one point and ate some of the pumpkin pie. I remember you telling me that.
That's true. Topaz did steal.
Oh, yay, Kristen. I would be so happy to have you come over and talk and bake. I love baking. I love cooking. I love cooking with all of you guys. I love getting ideas and inspiration from you guys and talking to you and finding out what you guys like to come up with some great and wonderful recipes. Like, my whole passion is cooking, and I kind of relate that back to my parents. My dad actually taught me how to make Thanksgiving dinner when I was really young. I think I was like 10 or 11 when I started making Thanksgiving dinner with him. I was younger than that when we started roasting pumpkins and making homemade pumpkin puree. So it is definitely something that I will be sharing with my daughter very soon, because she was very much interested when I made eggs this morning. She wanted to be right next to the stove and helping to stir. So I think she is very interested in cooking. So, and she really loves making mixes and baking stuff as well. Thank you, Kristen. I love this shirt. I want to say we got it at, we got it at Comic-Con a year or so ago.
No, it's much older than that. That was actually when True Blood first came out.
It was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago or whenever. I don't know.
I've never for 7 years.
Okay. Anyways, I've never fit into this shirt. Now it's like big. So, okay. So I'm going to put these in the oven. Give me just 1 second. Okay. So that is going to bake in the oven at 325 for 25 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
Okay, y'all. So that is going to bake in the oven. Hi, Tina. How are you? That's going to bake in the oven for 25 minutes, and then I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to let it cool. Like, really super important. You let them cool for at least 20 minutes before you pull them out of the pan, because it is keto. It is gluten-free. It will fall apart if you pull it out of the pan too soon. So, and for those of you that, I know I've had this a few times, that live alone or are making this for one person, you can freeze these. I'm going to freeze some of these. You let them cool, you wrap them in parchment paper or wax paper and stick them in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. And then you just pull it out and you can warm it up either in a toaster or in the microwave if you want it warm. I will probably do that myself, put it in the toaster and throw a little bit of butter on there so it ups the fat count so that it's more keto friendly. So if you guys love this video, if you could please hit that share button for me and share this out to your page or tag your family and friends in it or share it out to your groups. I absolutely love talking to each and every one of you, and sharing is caring. You probably found me because somebody shared out a previous video of mine, y'all. I just like put my arm in some eggs. Anyways, if we're not already friends on Facebook, please feel free to send me a friend request. And also, if you don't already follow me and you love this video, please tap my face. The 3 dots in the right-hand corner, halfway down is follow, and you can turn it to see first or turn on live notifications. That way you're notified each and every time I go live. If you love this recipe, please drop the word recipe down below. Once everything's out of the oven and I take pictures, I will be posting the recipe in our special keto community that has thousands of members, no keto police, and we have thousands upon thousands of recipes and amazing resources. So if you want to be plugged into all of those resources, all of that extra help, please drop the word community or group down below, and I will get you all plugged into that. So again, drop recipe if you want the recipe. If you want to be added to our wonderful keto community and group, drop the word community or group down below. And then I will be coming live tomorrow night with another pumpkin recipe, because I do have this pumpkin puree that I need to finish off. And then I will see you tomorrow night with a brand new recipe. Okay. Y'all have a great and wonderful Saturday night, and I will see you tomorrow for Self-Care Sunday and a new recipe. Bye. Okay, so the alarm just went off to let me know to pull it out of the oven. So here we go. Ooh, it is hot, and it smells like coconuts and pumpkins and all the things yummy. Y'all, this looks so amazing. Yes, I did not get them perfectly measured where they're all equal, but that's okay because it's going to be me and my daughter. I am so excited for these. These are going to be a quick and easy breakfast. I can throw these in the toaster oven or in the microwave and throw a little bit of butter on top, and they're going to be oh so yummy and gooey and delicious. As long as my dog doesn't get to it first, because she got into the dishes when I went to go take care of my kids. So I am going to be playing around with this recipe. If you would love to see a flavor in it, let me know what flavor you would like to see. My husband has said that he wants peanut butter in it, and if I make it with peanut butter, that he is going to eat them. So I want to see all of the likes so that he eats them. And when I find a recipe that's really good, I'm going to post it, and I'm going to post pictures of him eating them, because he does not like pumpkin, y'all. But I am absolutely so excited to share these. I'm glad that you guys joined me for this video. If you make these, please let me know how much you absolutely love them. And y'all, I don't know if I can wait for it to cool down, but I'm going to really try really hard. Okay. I hope you guys have an amazingly wonderful night. So something dropped because my husband didn't lock it in. So he's fixing it. Ah! Excited to try these pumpkin bars because if you know me, I absolutely love, love, love pumpkin. Okay, if you try this and you love it, let me know. I want to hear back from you guys. Okay. So excited. Okay, you guys have a wonderful Saturday night, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new recipe. Bye!